What's good, y'all? It is Freaky Friday. Let's talk about sex.
Today we're going to talk about, where did you learn about sex?
Welcome to the Renegade Relationship Realists with Rev-N-Rachael Pierre McAllister and Rachel Dilling. Please be advised, this channel is rated R for realism.
So, my name is Rachel.
And I'm Rev-N-Rachael.
And today we're going to talk about, where did you learn about sex? So, do you want me to go first, or do you want to?
You can go first.
Okay. So I grew up in this hippie household. My mother had books of Kama Sutra massage laying around the house. So I remember being about 5 or 6 years old and finding that book and looking through it and asking questions. And my mom, being the hippie that she was very much, well, this is what this works and this is how this works, and only grown-ups do this and that kind of stuff. But it definitely created curiosity. However, that's how I learned about sex.
I have a question.
Okay.
So, when you were going through that, did you think that all of your friends kind of learned about sex that way too?
I think, don't we all assume that what's happening in my house happens in everybody else's house too?
Yeah, except for I literally stayed that way.
Oh.
Because the way I learned about sex was really more from like school. They taught it in school because
Wait, you learned about You learned about sex in the 6th grade when they do the whole health and sex thing?
Because it wasn't talked about in my house. It was
Okay.
never talked about in my house. So I don't remember any thoughts about it really until then, until they're teaching you the stuff, except for the little boys who were trying to kiss on me and stuff. Ugh, hated it. I did. It was so uncomfortable. Ugh.
Oh.
And so I didn't really get it until later. And so.
Okay.
So I assume that's what happened to lots of folks literally for years and years and years. I didn't know that, honey, I didn't know anybody who you're growing up.
Well, I did grow up in, the 70s, which was a little bit different.
Okay, that's true. That's
you,
true.
you got 10 years on me. That's true.
True.
But I don't think that happens today. I think that sex is so prominent now
Yeah,
because the kids have access to YouTube and porn and honestly, even though I know that I was watching porn when I was 9, I don't think it's acceptable for 9-year-olds to watch porn.
Yeah, see, that would have never crossed my mind that you would have been 9 years old learning about porn. I didn't even know there was such a thing called porn back then.
The neighbor of my best friend had the Playboy channel, and so we would hop the fence when he wasn't home. And of course, at those days, we didn't lock the doors, so we would slide the door open and we'd go and we'd watch the Playboy channel.
So here's my question to everybody. Okay, where did you learn about sex? And when you did learn about sex, part of what you learned, are you still carrying on that stuff today? Is it still part of your tape that you know about sex? And is it serving you? Because some of us are really still out of the mold of what we learned about sex way back when, such as, oh, it's taboo, you shouldn't really talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get too freaky. When, your partner wants you to get freaky, but you're still in the box, can't get too freaky, all that kind of stuff. You carrying that stuff?
And I think that even learning sex the way I did, which was like really open and discussed, and it was a household discussion. And then watching that porn, I think was, I don't think it was acceptable, and I wouldn't want my kid to do it. But that's where I learned my freak. That's where I learned what kind of kinky stuff I liked, by watching that and noticing what was happening inside of me. Now, if you can do that as an adult, I think that's healthier. However, we got to know it. So I guess the challenge for this one is to be observant.
Yes.
To see what's serving you, and we'll talk about getting your freak on another time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have to do it next time.
Yeah, we're out of time now. So if you liked what we saw today, or what you
saw today,
if you liked what you saw today, click the like button below us. And if you want to share it, there's a share button. And if you want to know the next time we have a video coming out, click on the alert and we'll let you know. And until next time, get your, what is it?
I was supposed to get your freak on.
Get your freak on.
Bye.
It's Freaky Friday. Bye.